From the island of roaring thunderstorms to bullet shell beaches left by wars. From the unsolved mysteries of megalithic civilizations to the awkward reality of holding U.S. passports and being unable to vote, Guam connects nature, history, politics, and the fate of humanity's future in a peculiar way. Today, we delve into Guam's top 10 most astonishing secrets. Let's see how many you know. Top 10. Starting point of the Mariana Trench. Guam is located in the western Pacific Ocean and is a vital part of the Mariana Islands. Approximately 200 kilometers southeast of Guam lies the deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench. Beneath this vast expanse of deep blue hides a geological wonder known as the Challenger Deep, with its maximum depth reaching 10,984 meters. To put this in perspective, it's deep enough to submerge an inverted Mount Everest entirely, with the summit still unseen. This is the deepest known point in Earth's oceans, hailed as the deepest wound of the planet. The Mariana Trench is not only unfathomably deep, but also brimming with the unknown and mysterious. Sunlight cannot penetrate its depths, creating a world of eternal darkness, with pressures reaching 1,000 times atmospheric pressure and extremely low temperatures. Yet, life persists tenaciously even in such extreme conditions. In recent years, scientists have ventured deeper using high-tech submersibles, from the U.S. Deep-Sea Challenger to Japan's Keiko, all setting out from Guam to explore this realm beyond human reach. Probes have discovered rare deep-sea creatures here, bioluminescent sea cucumbers, eyeless fish, and pressure-loving bacteria that thrive exclusively in high-pressure environments. These life forms have overturned human assumptions about habitable environments and sparked a new wave of scientific exploration into the origins of life. Moreover, the formation of the Mariana Trench is closely linked to Earth's plate movements. Scientists believe it may hold records of Earth's tectonic changes, mantle activities, and even ancient ocean composition from hundreds of millions of years ago. It is indispensable for studying Earth's internal structure, volcanic formation mechanisms, and future resource development. And Guam is the starting point for all this. It houses a U.S. military base supporting deep-sea submersibles and gathers research teams from around the world, making it the global scientific gateway closest to the center of the Earth. To ordinary tourists, Guam may be just a sunny island, but to scientists, it is a door to the deepest secrets of our planet. Top 9. The underground world of World War II. Hidden deep in Guam's jungles, coastal cliffs, and caves lie numerous secret Japanese military facilities from World War II. These include underground tunnels, bunkers, artillery platforms, ammunition depots, and hospital ruins. Many remain well-preserved, some even containing unexploded weapons from that era. After the Empire of Japan attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941, it occupied Guam for 2.5 years. To fend off a U.S. counterattack, they built an intricate military network across the island. In 1944, U.S. forces launched the Battle of Guam to recapture the island, leaving behind a wealth of wartime relics. In recent years, archaeological teams and historians have excavated these sites, even uncovering the forgotten remains and belongings of Japanese soldiers. Additionally, during jungle clearance or village renovations, workers occasionally unearth landmines or bullet shells. These relics are not only of military value, but also a stark reminder of war's enduring shadow. UNESCO has listed some of Guam's World War II sites under cultural protection, making them key historical tourist attractions on the island. Top 8. U.S. citizens without the right to vote. Residents of Guam legally hold U.S. citizenship, but cannot participate in U.S. presidential elections. Even more astonishingly, they lack meaningful legislative representation in the U.S. Congress. This is because Guam is classified as an unincorporated territory, a political status that is neither equivalent to a U.S. state nor fully an independent self-governing nation, leaving it in an awkward gray area. Institutional-wise, Guam can only elect one delegate to Congress, who may participate in debates and propose bills, but has no voting rights, failing to truly represent the will of all island residents. Despite Guam's obligation to abide by the U.S. Constitution and federal laws, with its residents even required to serve in the military and pay taxes, they cannot decide who becomes U.S. president or influence any major congressional decisions. This institutional injustice has sparked widespread concern and dissatisfaction locally. In recent years, with the awakening of the younger generation and the rise of social media, a wave of political reform has swept the island. More and more Guamanian youth organizations are advocating for statehood as the 51st U.S. state or a status similar to Puerto Rico's autonomy, hoping to secure genuine political participation through referendums, federal petitions, or international public opinion. However, the path to reform is fraught. The U.S. Congress remains divided on granting Guam more rights, with some political forces fearing that statehood could trigger ripple effects in fiscal, military, and even cultural policies. Internally, Guam is also divided. Some advocate strengthening the autonomy of the indigenous Chamorro people, or even pursuing full independence, making it hard to form a unified voice. Caught between political maneuvering and geopolitical realities, Guam's identity crisis has become increasingly complex and sensitive. Top 7. A super military fortress in the Pacific. Despite covering only about 549 square kilometers, this small island in the Western Pacific has been granted by the U.S. a strategic status almost equivalent to a frontline command center. Against the backdrop of escalating tensions in the Asia-Pacific, Guam's importance far exceeds its geographical size, making it a key piece in America's global military chessboard. The island's two core military facilities, Andersen Air Force Base and Opera Harbor Naval Base, are arguably the U.S.'s most critical forward outposts beyond the first island chain. Andersen Air Force Base is a rotational hub for U.S. B-52 Stratofortress strategic bombers, B-1B Lancer long-range bombers, and F-22 Raptor stealth fighters, capable of conducting airstrikes or providing support across East Asia, the South China Sea, and even the Korean Peninsula within 24 hours. Opera Harbor Naval Base, meanwhile, Changnan berths nuclear-powered submarines, destroyers, and surface supply ships, boasting rapid response capabilities and supporting supply chains from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific. From here, U.S. forces can reach sensitive waters such as the Taiwan Strait, Yellow Sea, and Philippine Sea within 48 hours. As geopolitical tensions rise, Guam's military buildup continues to intensify. Since 2021, the U.S. Department of Defense has significantly increased military investment in Guam, deploying THAAD missile defense systems to intercept potential medium and long-range missile threats, while activating Raytheon's advanced long-range surveillance radar system covering the entire Western Pacific theater, constructing new reinforced bunkers, underground response centers, and wartime command posts to enhance survival capabilities against nuclear or ballistic attacks. Even allies like Japan and Australia have been allowed to participate in Guam's defense system under the guise of joint training and logistical support. U.S. defense officials have openly called Guam an unsinkable aircraft carrier, a vivid description that is no exaggeration. The density of troops deployed here, long-range combat capabilities, and nuclear defense systems have even surpassed Hawaii, making it the U.S.'s most concentrated overseas military base cluster. Top 6. Water-sky mirror in the Tumen Bay area on Guam's western coast, a rare and spectacular natural phenomenon. The Pacific water-sky mirror effect can be witnessed in late spring to early summer each year. Under the combined influence of sunlight, humidity, wind speed, and cloud cover, the sea surface transforms into a massive mirror, perfectly reflecting clouds, blue skies, and flying birds, creating an eerily realistic, symmetrical universe of sky and sea. Tourists often feel as if they've stepped into a sci-fi realm. Scientists attribute this phenomenon to an optical illusion caused by water vapor density and surface tension, similar to desert mirages, but on a larger, more realistic scale. It typically forms at dawn or dusk, when wind speeds are minimal and clouds hang low, lasting only briefly and rarely. Photographers and nature researchers flock here, hoping to capture this fleeting spectacle. It is not only a wonder of natural aesthetics, but also a reminder that the relationship between ocean and sky is far more complex and mysterious than we imagine. Top 5. The astonishing underwater forest. Guam is surrounded by vibrant coral reef systems that not only form a cornerstone of marine ecosystems, but also provide invaluable samples for global climate research. Marine biologists have identified over 250 species of hard corals and thousands of marine organisms in Guam's reefs. Particularly in the northern Ritidian Point area, scientists discovered a colony of ancient corals thought to be extinct, with individual corals reaching 25 meters in diameter, dubbed underwater ancient trees. These coral reefs also reduce wave impact, prevent coastal erosion, and play a crucial role in the ocean's carbon absorption system. However, in recent years, rising seawater temperatures have put Guam's corals at risk of bleaching. Local communities and the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are stepping up coral transplantation and microecological restoration projects to preserve this ecological treasure. Top 4. The island of thunderstorms. According to years of data from the U.S. National Weather Service, NWS, and NASA, Guam and its surrounding waters are among the most lightning-active regions on Earth. With an average of 130 thunderstorm days annually, it far exceeds most other island areas. This is largely due to its location in a tropical storm formation zone, where intense convection between moist, hot air and sea surface currents frequently triggers large-scale thunderstorm systems. Especially around typhoon season, the sky is often split by lightning, with thunder roaring continuously. NASA's Global Lightning Detection 360, GLD 360, shows that some areas of Guam experience up to 80 lightning strikes per square kilometer annually, over 10 times that of North America. This poses challenges not only to aviation and communications, but also requires residents to have emergency lightning safety awareness in daily life. In recent years, the Guam government has strengthened public lightning protection systems and gradually established a lightning early warning mechanism to prevent harm to people and equipment. Top 3. Bullet Shell Beaches. The 1944 battle for Guam was one of the turning points of the Pacific War. Today, Asin Bay and Inarajan Beach appear calm on the surface, but old bullet shells, hand grenade fragments, and even firearm remnants are still unearthed from the sand each year. These relics form the core exhibits of military museums and memorials, reminding visitors of the bloody battles once fought here. U.S. forces used massive naval bombardments and ground attacks during their landing, leaving behind countless remains that have yet to be fully cleared. Furthermore, during village expansions, human remains have been discovered, confirmed to be trapped Japanese soldiers or civilians, making the advancement of Guam's post-war peace process fraught with challenges. Top 2. The mysterious latte stone culture scattered across Guam and its neighboring islands. Latte stones are among the most enigmatic cultural legacies left by the Chamorro people. These massive stone pillars consist of two parts: a cylindrical stone base and a flat, circular stone cap, resembling inverted mushrooms. Archaeologists date these pillars back to around 500 BCE, with many still standing, showcasing the ancient Guam people's advanced skills in stone transportation, carving, and structural engineering. More astonishingly, these latte stones are typically arranged symmetrically and were used to support wooden roofs, offering earthquake resistance, moisture protection, and heat insulation, a testament to tropical island architectural wisdom. To this day, scientists have not fully unraveled how latte stones were constructed and transported. Some theories suggest the stones originated from mountains tens of kilometers away, implying the Chamorro people had established a sophisticated system of social collaboration. Thus, latte stones are not only archaeological relics, but also symbols of Chamorro identity, regarded as Guam's totems. Top 1. The crisis of a sinking island. Guam faces an increasing threat of rising sea levels. According to a joint study by the U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, and the UN IPCC, Guam's low-lying coasts are sinking at approximately 3 millimeters per year, while sea levels rise by 4 millimeters annually, meaning parts of the coast will be completely submerged within the next 50 years. The southern village of Marizo and Talafofo Bay are the most severely affected, with residents already voluntarily relocating from high-risk areas. The government has launched a coastal buffer plan, building seawalls, planting mangroves, and planning artificial shoreline protection zones. Guam's sinking is not just an ecological crisis, but a symbol of global climate change's direct threat to human habitats. Our exploration of Guam comes to an end today. If you want to learn more about other regions and countries, feel free to leave a comment below the video. See you next time.